On today's IRS tax refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments, including the next round of tax refunds scheduled for release this week. And from there, we will recap some of those ongoing tax refund delays as we approach the 3-month mark until the start of the 2025 tax season, as well as possible resolutions for those still experiencing tax refund delays. Starting off with the latest, as the next round of tax refunds is scheduled to be released by the IRS on October 17th. As confirmed by the tax transcript seen here, now if you are part of the latest refund batch, do expect to receive that direct deposit in your bank account on the posted date. However, if you selected to have your tax filing fees taken out of your tax refund, that means the IRS will send your tax refund to your tax filing processor, who will then deduct the appropriate fees before releasing the remaining amount to your bank account, which may result in possible delays. And as a result, you will need to wait 5 additional days after that posted date before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. Now, with a little over 3 months to go until the start of the 2025 tax season, we are still seeing delays for those who filed this year as far back as January. And at this point, for most of those experiencing delays they are encountering, the 570 and 971 codes appearing on their tax transcripts as seen here. Now, the 570 code represents a hold on the tax return, which can be due to a variety of reasons, including a random review of the income and withholdings being reported, or a review of certain tax credits being claimed, or even a random selection for ID verification being needed before tax processing can in fact continue. While the 971 code will always represent a notice that the IRS has sent or will be sending out to the tax filer. Now, as it relates to the 570 and 971 codes, there are several different scenarios which you may fall under. Starting off with the 570 and 971 codes have the same dates listed next to them on the tax transcript, which means the IRS has auto-corrected a potential error on the tax return or resolved the potential issue in question and has cleared the refund to be processed and released. Meanwhile, if the codes have 2 separate dates as seen here, it means the IRS is still working on the issue, and the letter being sent out is informing you of the delay, most likely in the form of a 60-day notice. And a third scenario is only the 570 code appears, meaning it is still in the early stages of review for a possible issue, and the 970 code is likely to appear on a future transcript update. Now highlighting 2 top delays for the release of those tax refunds, including ID verification, which is still impacting tax filers even now, and a number of whom are still not even aware this is the cause of their refund delay. Now, for those impacted by this each year, the IRS randomly selects tax filers to complete ID verification in order for their tax refund to be released, and it applies to those who have never had any issues with their taxes or those who may have completed ID verification in recent years being asked to do so yet again. And while the IRS is supposed to send out a letter to impacted tax filers informing them of the situation, what we have seen in particular over the last 2 years is these letters are not always reaching the tax filers, which leaves them unaware that this is the cause of their delay. And it is only after either reaching out to the IRS, taxpayer advocate, or congressional representative's office are they finally able to determine the situation. And it is important to note the refund will remain on hold until ID verification is completed, and in a majority of cases can actually be completed online in a matter of minutes. A second significant cause of refund delays we have seen over the past 2 years is the IRS needs to verify the income a tax filer has reported on their tax return for accuracy. And this could also be due to a random selection, or it is a result of the IRS specifically flagging the return. Now again, this is a situation which may result in the IRS sending you a series of letters from the 60-day notice indicating they need more time to process your return to a letter in the CP05 series, like seen here, requesting documentation to back up what you reported on your tax returns, such as W-2 or 1099 forms. And in a number of cases, the IRS will conduct the income review without the need for additional information unless there is a discrepancy found between what you reported and what your employer reported. Now, for those still seeking further assistance about their tax refund delays, and if the IRS has been unable to assist, we continue to advise you to reach out to either the taxpayer advocate or congressional representative's office using the contact information seen here, and in many cases, our viewers have reported getting a resolution to their issue by using one of these options, especially since a number of situations, such as the need to complete ID verification, will not resolve themselves and need further action. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.